Okay, now you have done for the project setting, pre-model, we have done the identification of few items, few elements in our software, identify, and also the button for the draw. Now let's go to the quantity tab on the top. You can see here there are information about measurement setting and measurement rules. Okay, let's say you would like to check what are the measurement setting available for this element. You can click, for example, let's say you want to check what are the measurement setting for the column based on the measurement rules we have set in the project setting, let's say SMM2, you can click here. Okay, or maybe you would like to check what we have done just now for the slab, so you can see all the measurement setting are here. Okay, let's say you would like to know in detail what are the measurement rules for the specific element. Okay, let's say I go to the column element. You can see all the measurement rules are here. They are about 46 measurement rule. But let's see, you would like to filter. Okay, I would like to check what are the volume rules for my column. You can see here the software can filter out of 46. Maybe you can see here there are only 21 measurement rules for the column. Okay, so this is the second function that you can see at the quantity tab. Okay, so now what we have to do is we are going to calculate the elements that we have done. Okay, you can choose all floor. Okay, then after that you can check, or maybe you want to measure for the, you want to check the calculation for first floor only, but in our case we measure all, so you can click OK. So once you click OK, the software will pop up with the summary calculation succeeded. Okay, then you can see the view or the report in the view expression or view category. Okay, now so when you click on the view quantity by category, you can choose to view the category based on what we have said. Let's say you want to categorize based on the ground floor. So here you can see what are the category of what are the quantity that have been generated from the 4 items that we already measured: column, wall, bin, and in situ slab. Okay, so let's say let's try to see what are the information that you can get from the column. You can see here the ground floor area. We can have the curve wall, a curve concrete column. Okay, the value, the volume are here, the information on the home formwork are here, and so on. Okay, let's say you would like to see the information for the column for based on the certain attribute only. Let's say I only would like to see the name. I don't want to see the floor, and then you can also adjust to move in and out, move up or down from the classification condition. So you can click OK. So you can see once you adjust at the set classification and quantity, the report already changed to what had been selected in the attribute. Okay, so after that, you can also save this report in the export template, so you can keep this as one of the reference that you want to refer later, and this one also can be exported to Excel. Okay, so let's say I would like to see one of the volume. Let's say you want to know where and how this quantity had been measured. You can click on the reverse check model, so the software will bring you to the element that you have mentioned here. This is the information for the C16, so you can see the software show you, okay, this is how you get this quantity. Okay, you can click back on the return and you can check another element. Okay, so set classification and quantity is for you to refer and to set how the report can be seen later. What are the requirements of the report that you want? Let's say you want to see based on classification and quantity, or quantity based on this gray element, then you can check from that. Okay. Okay, in order to export the drawing or the model from TS to TRB, you can go to the P model tab on the top. Okay, you can see on the right hand side here, we have export model by floor. So there are two options. The first one is model export model by floor, and another one is export model by entity. So for our case, we would like to export the model by floor for all. That means for the whole building, for the whole area that we already measured. And then for the second option is export model by entity, where let's say you only would like to export model for the beam or maybe for the column only, for the slab only. So you can click on the second one. Okay, for the first one, this is what we are going to choose, and then you can click on all the information given here, practice 3, this is the file name, and click OK. So you can save the location where you would like to keep all the file. Okay, so you can see here after you open, the name of the file is cube model. You can see the name of the file is cubic model here. Okay, this is the example of the cubic file, and this cubic file will be used as the import file in our TRB session of the days. Okay.